Hi, welcome back, everybody. We're taking a look at Calbar Tinner's paint. This is the base coat that I like to put down. You could either put down a thin coat or a heavy coat. I prefer to use a 3/4 inch nap roller. Do a light first coat. Right here, we're looking at Geo and polyester is how we finish off the built-in gutters when they're in bad shape. Right here, you're looking at a roof, a tin roof that's been built uh, 1925. So it's got plenty of age, but a lot of good quality of life left in it. Calbar paint's been around for over 100 years. What I'm using right now is their WB or water base paint and primer in one. As long as you don't have an extremely rusty surface, this is more than acceptable to do a paint primer in one. The nice thing I like about this, besides the easy cleanup and good application, is it's shower proof in 15 minutes. Now, what it does is you apply the paint and it gets a shell to it, a kind of skim coat on it, as you could say. Now, in 15 minutes on a normal day, today is 60 degrees, I'm in a shade, and within 20 minutes, I could almost walk on this. I don't have aggressive boots, they have a foam smooth sole, but in 15 minutes, even a pretty heavy application, it's shower proof. That shell could hold up to a pretty decent rain. Now, if you have a downpour, it will wash it off. But luckily, being water base, you're not going to totally destroy anything. You just hose down the sidewalk or facial board or whatever the case may be. I've only had that happen 2 times in 15, 16 years of working with this product. And to be honest with you, it was one of those hot summer days. A rogue storm came out of nowhere and it wiped half the paint off on, fortunately, a small front porch, like an overhang. So, the way this Calbar paint works is um, it creates a thin shell or a layer. Kind of reminds me of a pool liner. Now, the good and the bad of it is it's only as good as its first chink in its armor. Once you get it an area popping and lifting, it could slowly tug and work on it and lift. The beauty of this paint is it's flexible. That's where oil-based paints fail. On a roof like this, we call it galloping. A lot of movement. Oil-based paints, and specifically non-tinner's paints, will crack. You won't find this to be a cracking type of paint. It might peel, but it won't crack. The most important part of this application is getting a good adhesion or good application on the standing seams. The standing seams are going to be the bulkier problem. So, how I like to prep a roof like this after scraping and cleaning it, either being washing it with a mild degreaser or as simple as brooming it and blowing it off if it's not filthy. I also like to straighten out the standing seams. It'll make my job on cutting in with the roller or even a paintbrush that much easier. And you could either do it with a hammer, slightly tap it in. You could press your foot against it and straighten it out. You could give it a quick, mild kick. Most of the time, these standing seams, they didn't look like this when they were done. Painters or people working on the roof accidentally step on them and they never correct it and straighten it out. So you're fine by you straightening out the standing seam. I use a 3/4 inch nap roller that's thick enough for me to go in there. I load up my roller, really juicy and heavy. I go in there, I swab to the left and right, rotate the roller a hair, and keep rubbing it in. Then, excuse me, then I do a side-by-side motion, kind of like a W on painting. That ensures that the panel gets 100% coverage. Then I'll make 2 even passes from the bottom to the top to smoothen it out. Most of the time, that's one and done. On a roof like this, we took our time. We got it nice and prepped and clean, good. There was a few holes and imperfections in there. You find them as you go along. Sometimes you don't notice them all. On this roof, there was a couple of them that I missed that I didn't notice until I had the contrasting black on there. So tomorrow I'll go back. I'll give it a quick second coat with the roller. I'll address the couple holes that I found. And it'll be good for 7 to 10 years with no problem. This roof already had a layer of Calbar on it. I don't know how old it is. This is a new customer and a new roof. It's in Mount Airy, Philadelphia. It's a big, beautiful house. Like I said, it was built in 1925. I believe it's 4,500 square feet. And as you can see in the beginning of the video, it's a heck of a roof. It definitely has a lot of character. And the person that originally did the roof was an artisan. These standing seams, they almost line up from one end of the roof all the way to the other. So if you're in the market or you're thinking about doing tin paint, definitely look into it. Calbar makes a lot of different products for different applications. It's not all roofing. It could be masonry or simple wood paint. Till the next time.